right now we are here with one of my favorite human beings on the planet, Miss Tina Torres, gratitude specialist. What's up, girl? How are you?
The party has begun. We are in the house.
That's right. That's right. That's what I love about you, Tina. You know, you're always so much fun to be around. You always bring the sunshine with you. And ladies, so I am here to tell you about Tina, and then I'm just really going to let Tina take it away because she has some amazing stuff to share with you. But what I can say is that Tina is one of those women that is doing it, right? She's not talking about doing it, she's doing it, and she helps her clients to actually really take action. Right? She's an action taker and she works with action takers. And that is really a big goal of ours at Badass Women in Business, is to connect you with amazing people like Tina who are going to help you move to that next level, right? No matter what level you're at, we've got somebody who's going to be a match for you to help you reach those new heights. Plus, of course, we have our amazing community of speakers and authors and coaches and you guys out there that are a part of our tribe. So thanks so much for showing up and supporting us today. So Tina is a client retention expert and also the gratitude specialist. She is the author of, now, how many books have you done now? You're on your...
Just my gratitude journal right now. That is a #1 bestseller, but I'm writing my second book right now.
I love it. I love it. And yeah, you guys, she like shot to the top of the bestseller list, which was amazing. She is also the host of the Angel and Tina morning show. And they just got picked up, right? You guys just got picked up.
We did. Yeah, we're on ZTV, where we're going to be syndicated on 7 different networks, including Apple TV, Roku, Hulu. We have made it. We're like big time.
Right? I love it. And so these are the kinds of things, guys, that you know, we're talking about is when I talk about that, we are a tribe of doers, right? I mean, Tina decides she's going to do something and she does it, right? And she helps her clients to do the same. So I just think that is so freaking amazing. So tell me a little bit about, you know, how did you become, I mean, what successes did you experience that made you realize that you wanted to do what you do and bring it to the world?
So about 13 years ago, I started my company, and about 7 years ago, I had a huge life shift. I filed for divorce after being married for 20 years. And so I had to go get like a real job. Right. And so I went into this corporate America and quickly made my way to the top of that company, bringing in $8 million in sales and revenue over 8 years in a row, and was their #1 salesperson for 8 years. And people would come up to me and say, you know, what are you doing? How are you doing this? How are you selling everybody? They just didn't understand. But they also didn't understand that I was also a business owner before. I have taught hundreds of entrepreneurs how to do this beforehand. You know, I've taught millions of, or not millions, I'm going to teach millions. I'm putting that out in the universe. I taught hundreds of real estate agents and entrepreneurs how to build relationships first. And when I first started 13 years ago, I attended a networking event and I was in there and I said, oh my God, why are these people like throwing up all over everyone, right? And there was a girl, and I have a little skit, like when we go to the Badass Women's event, the boot camp, you're gonna see this whole skit. But so, you know, this girl was like throwing business cards, you know, everywhere. And I was just like, oh my God. And then I seen her walk past them and people were like, you know, like literally tossing her business card. And I was like, oh my God, what are they doing? Like, what is she doing? She needs help. And I also seen other people sitting down or on the sides of the room, right? And I'm like, well, how come they're not networking? And this was before, like, you knew that you were an introvert or an extrovert, right? So I would, of course, go up to them and introduce them to like 3 key people in the room. And further down the road, they would be like, Tina, you were the one who introduced me to everyone that I am doing business with now. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. And so I knew I needed to do, you know, I needed to create something to help entrepreneurs start working smarter and not harder, and start learning that building relationships is key. and to create a relationship first instead of trying to sell the person.
Right. Yes. I love it. Because it is, I mean, that's totally the secret sauce, right? Nobody I mean, to be honest, I used to just cringe at the idea of going to networking events because I just always felt like I never got anything out of it. Right. And, you know, and I felt like, oh, there's all these people just shoving their business card. And I'm like, but I don't even know if it's a fit. Like, I don't even know if we should work together. Right. So I know that you really work with people. Well, first of all, you're like, yes, you're obviously the networking guru. You've run a lot of really huge networking events. Isn't that right?
I do. I used to run and operate 5 different ones before I moved here to Charlotte. I ran them for about 8 years. And when I let them go, nobody would take them over. They're like, no, we can't do it like you do. But I did it for a reason, and I did it for a purpose because I wanted to teach these people how to network and why networking was so important. And of course now within, the coronavirus, now we are going virtually. And so now we're doing virtual networking. And it's the same concept, right? Just like you guys with the Badass Women event, we have to pivot and we have to learn to get to know somebody first before you try to sell them. Like, people are trying to sell you, right? And so I have a process that I teach all my clients. I have a whole course on it that I help you go through, learning how to network and learning how to go through the process, learn how to follow up, and not only follow up, but follow through. So, so many people are like, oh, I didn't meet nobody here at this networking event. And I'm like, you didn't meet nobody? And they're like, yeah, but they're not good fits. And I'm like, but you've only met them one time. I'm like, that person knows 250 other people. You could nurture that relationship and you could get tons of referrals. So I always tell people that if they knew the power of a referral, they would treat their clients so much better.
Yes. And you're really, you really are, not just a networking expert, but you're a client retention expert. And you and I both, we share that passion, right? Because I am too. And we do it in 2 different ways, right? So I teach people to retain clients and create loyalty through events, travel, and retreats, right? And so you have a different method, but it is still so important, right? The reason client retention is so important is because clients who consider themselves loyal, right? So in studies, clients who would identify themselves as loyal clients will spend between 30 and 95% more than a new client. 30 to 95% more. That means you could double your income using the client, just with the clients you already have. And that is where, so, the whole topic here is turning your connections into cash flow. So can you tell us a little bit more about that and how you teach people to do that?
Yeah, so like I said, I have it in my course, but I am actually going to give you guys three ways today. Is that okay if I give your audience 3 little tips?
Yes, please. That would be amazing.
So, and just like with you, you do have to do those retreats, but those come a little bit later, right? Once you've already had that client, once you already had them for years, then you can treat them to that retreat and stuff like that. So you do need all of that stuff. You still do need, to follow up. You still need all of these things. You still need email marketing, you still need text marketing, you still need social media. You need all of those things. But the 2 biggest things that I do is I send cards and I send gifts. Like physical cards, like physical,
like a real, thing.
Like a real card that you get in the mail. And what is email, the open rate for email right now? Like 11%.
Right.
Mail is 100% open rate.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
So it's completely like out of the box thinking.
Well, and it means so much more. So it's interesting. So, for years, there was a time when email got really popular and people said, oh, direct mail campaigns are dead, right? So Even direct mail campaigns, though, have had a huge uptick lately. Huge. So direct mail is like, like the waxy little brochures that you would get in the mail, or like the coupon booklets, things like that.
Exactly.
But that has gone up now as people are really getting into the Amazon generation of ordering things online and having them come. People are actually now much more excited to open their mail than they used to be. So even direct mail, which is still kind of a form of spam in a way, right? They're just spraying and praying, is also so much more effective now than it ever has been. So like realtors and people like that are saying that their results from the direct mail campaigns are like skyrocketing, and that they're getting such much better responses now from direct mail campaigns because people have shifted their mindset around getting mail.
Right.
But regardless of that, so regardless of the fact that even that is working for people, these are cards. I mean, when you get a birthday card, you think like, oh my God, this person really thought of me, like really, really thought of me, And so, yeah, so it's just something as simple as sending a card to all of your existing clients is just magic, right? Yeah. And it's so simple. It hardly costs you. It's a stamp, you guys, a stamp.
Right. So when I say, the three things, so one of them is of course sending cards, and I recommend you doing this about 7 times a year. So every other month, you're creating that top of mind awareness, right? And you can customize automated cards. There's, tools out there. I use a tool out there called Banner Season that they automate and customize cards and gifts for you, where I can just kind of plug and play and it's there, right? And you can even send gifts to them. So I said 7 cards a year, every other month, including a birthday. And I kind of go over with my clients which cards would be better for them. There's some out of the box thinkers like my real estate agents. They're like, yeah, let's send Valentine cards. And I'm like, okay. And let's send St. Patrick's Day cards. Cause I used to live in Savannah. Savannah is one of the biggest party states with the St. Patty's Day parade in there. So a lot of my real estate agents, clients like to send St. Patrick's Day cards. So we do a lot of out of the box thinking type of thing there. I have one of my real estate agents gets a fall card, like happy fall card, and puts a fall bucket list on the card. So you're just creating all of these amazing cards. They're getting them every other month. And I suggest you do this to all of your VIP clients. And just like you say, your VIP clients are those people who constantly buy from you, who are constant referring people to you, or who are top influencers in the industry. They don't even have to buy from you. But if they're an influencer, why not nurture that relationship so they can be one of your referral partners? Right?
Absolutely. And I think, was it Christine put in a great statistic in
my girl Christine McKay?
She said you can raise your prices for your existing cost by as much as 40% our customers by as much as 40% before they'll consider switching, according to research among procurement experts. And in the same way, a person who is referred to you, right, is I can't remember, Christine, do you know the exact percentage? It's like 70% more likely to buy if it's a referral.
They go from a cold lead to like a very hot lead. Somebody that you had to build that know, like, and trust factor, right? So somebody that you built that KLT factor with already has referred you to somebody that they have that KLT factor with.
Yep.
And so it's just that transfer of trust, right?
Absolutely.
And doing that one tip, so sending cards 7 times a year can increase your business revenue by 30%. By 30%, because you're creating top.
Oh my God, you guys, do you know how much you would have to spend on Google AdWords at a 1 to 10% conversion rate to increase your business by 30%? I mean, if you just put that into perspective, right? The cost of a stamp versus the cost of Google AdWords, right? For a 30% increase in your business. huge. That right there is just monumental.
It is so amazing to me when I speak to, and there are a lot of real estate agents, right? You know, oh, I'm putting my stuff on the billboard, and I'm putting an ad in the magazine, and I'm putting my ad here. I'm like, how much are you spending for all this? Oh, 10,000 for this, and 20K for that, and 5K for this. And I'm like, this is $1. This is $1.
$1.
$1. And if you do it 7 times a year, it's $7 a year to keep your clients. And
oh my God.
So, and then step number 2 is, of course, sending gifts. So on top of those 7 cards, you want to send 2 gifts out a year. And it could be little gifts. You know, for those who know me, know I love Starbucks. So I do accept Starbucks gift cards all day, every day, and Sunday.
Oh my God, I love it.
So, you get to know them and send them a little $5 gift card. Send them a little box of chocolates. Send them a little brownie. You know, don't send them 16 brownies, but, yes, Christine, send me a little packet of forget-me-not seeds. And they have those there with a system that I use. But who does this? And what a great way to wow your customers by sending them gifts to show your appreciation. You know, us humans, we've just found this out in the last 90 days. We want 2 things. We want to feel loved, and we want to feel appreciated. And those
right.
2 things do that. Sending cards on somebody's birthday. And what I do is I tell my clients to Facebook stalk people. So like if they say, oh, I just, found out that I have a book coming out, you can take that picture and put it on in front of a card and send it. Or, oh, guess what? My son just graduated from the Army. You take that picture and put it on in front of a card and send it out. Or, oh, my husband and I just had our 10th wedding anniversary. You take that picture, put it on in front of a card, and you send it out. They're never going to throw that away. Ever.
Right.
Ever. Right. So, and then the third thing is always go the extra mile. Always. So under promising and over delivering is a proven technique that we all know shows, she's like, drop the mic, right? That shows your clients that you care, makes them feel special, makes them feel extra important, right? And Maya Angelou said that people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Yep. And so doing those 3 things is not only going to create top of mind awareness, it's not only going to increase your business revenue by 30%, but it's going to help you build clients that you do not have to chase. You do not have to chase after new clients. You don't have to do the spray and pray method.
Right. Again, yeah. I mean, and because you're also talking about, really working with what you have, right? You guys, you could literally spend, $1 on marketing, right? $1 on marketing, instead of having to go out and spend all this money on marketing and, and get those referrals, and just literally never even have to really worry about the marketing budget in terms of new marketing. So now what I do, and what I do think is important, is a lot of times when people focus on their marketing budget, they solely focus on new customer acquisition. Okay, so what Tina is saying to you guys, and what I'm saying to you guys, is reverse that. If I had a $40,000 marketing budget, right, I personally would rather spend that, and I know that's big, guys. I have a multi-million dollar business, so our marketing budget. Right.
If your marketing budget is $10.
Right. But if your marketing budget is a few $1,000s, right, you can put it on Google AdWords and hope that one of those leads that you get, that you've spent anywhere from $1 to $5, by the way, right? If you look at your ad spend from like Google AdWords or Facebook ads, what is your spend per click, right? $1. Because you'd rather turn around and spend that $7. But like what Tina's saying is, when you do get them, right, you've got to take care of them. Yeah. You've got to. And
why not take care of just the ones you have? If you have 20 excellent clients, take great care of those people, because they're going to refer you. don't try to have 100 clients that you're going to be able to only give 20% of yourself to, right?
That's right.
So all of my clients, they get that one-on-one attention. They get that, you know, those ideas and those gifts and cards and things in the mail. In fact, they even send me gifts and cards.
Well, and when you create that feeling, so that's the other thing, right? When you, and that's why everyone uses freebies, right? But the reason that people use freebies is because deep in our psyche is the concept that if I give you something, then you're supposed to give me something now, right? So I've given you something, so now you have to give me something. So literally, you're encouraging that thought process by, you know, you're sending cards and gifts.
What I send out, I get back tenfold. So I send probably about 500 cards or so a year. About 200 of those are birthday cards. So if you're in my system, you get a birthday card. If you have your birthday in my system, I will never forget your birthday. I might forget your birthday, but my sister might not forget your birthday. In fact, they call me and be like, oh, thank you so much for my birthday card. And I'm like, oh, you're welcome. I forgot that I sent it to him, right?
Right?
But
yeah.
So at Christmas, my birthday's New Year's Eve, and I probably get about 200 birthday cards every year.
Wow. That's incredible.
Birthday cards.
That's
and
incredible.
Some of those have Starbucks gift cards in them. Yeah, $5 Starbucks. That's just
Tina's love language, you guys. Tina's love language is Starbucks gift card, by the way, in case you weren't picking up what she was laying down.
My love language is coffee. You know, if everybody who has watched the Angel and Tina Morning Show know that my love language is coffee.
Oh my gosh, you are cracking me up.
The way to my heart and my soul is through coffee.
Yeah,
oh,
so
and flowers.
And flowers, yep. So, so what do you see are the biggest challenges that are facing business? Oh wait, we didn't get to your third tip before I ask you that question. We've only made it to 2, right?
The last one was go the extra mile.
Oh, that's right.
So send cards, send gifts, and go the extra mile.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you think are some of the biggest challenges that are facing business owners today?
Oh, I think we just talked about that. It's them trying to get and spend so much money on getting new clients and getting I need a new client. I need more clients. I need more clients. But if you just nurture those ones that you have,
yep,
you don't have to go out and get them because they're working so hard trying to get new clients. Yep. You know, they're doing all of these events. They're going to all of these networking events, and some of them are not paying off. Some of them, they're gone for 4 hours a day to go to a networking event that's their target market's not even there.
Right. Well, and I'll, you know, even to take that a step further, right? Yeah, maybe their target market's not there, but this person that you already have in your database, right? They are your person.
They know
they're your person.
They are your
right?
Networking.
And so, right. And so, you know, like attracts like, so they are your perfect person. So they are probably also have more of your perfect person around them, right? So that's why they are, I mean, it is so much more valuable. And, you know, it's just cutting down, and it's not only that you're cutting down the, you know, you're cutting down the marketing cost, but, you know, also when that person does come to you, they're a much warmer, like you said, a much warmer lead, right? So yeah, I find, especially with social media, it's like everybody's like, how do I market now? How do I, you know, should I do Google AdWords? Should I do Instagram? Should I be on Pinterest? And it's like, girl, just nurture what you got, you know, nurture what you got and pour into them.
And you can still nurture these people on social media. I mean, as you guys know, I'm on social media all the time. But some of the things that I tell you to do on social media is like, so if you're on social media, nurture those people. So share their post. Share their events that they have on there. Hey, my girl Tina Torres is going to be on the Badass Women's event today. You know, come on and, you know, join her. Or comment on them. So I was just talking to one of my clients this morning, and he was telling me that I'm commenting on all these things, right? And I was like, because why? And he goes, because now people are going to see my name. Oh, who is that? Who is that? And I was like, now you're using their platforms to put your information in, even if you're just responding to my post. You're responding to my post, but people are like, oh, dang, he's everywhere. Who is this guy? You know, and so we're going to go and talk to him, right? And so comment on their post, more than 5 words, use emojis, and love their post, not just like, love it, share their post, be their cheerleader, because what's going to happen? What's going to happen when I share everything that you do, Jenny?
I'm gonna feel grateful, and I'm gonna share everything that you do,
Right?
because I'm gonna want to give that back to you.
Yeah.
You know, and that to me is, yeah, when I, like I said, when I look at, you know, my marketing budget, I really do look at reinvesting the majority of it into the clients that I already have, right? So what, you know, we do a lot of like fam trips. So Angel, who's on the morning show with you, you know, she and I invited her on one of our trips. You know, they're little tiny client appreciation trips.
So now you can invite me.
Yeah, exactly. and for me, it's people that, you know, that like want to do retreats. Like Angel does retreats, right? So it's perfect for her to
Experience it, right?
To experience, yeah, one of the places that we're going to go to. But you know, for those of you that have larger marketing budgets, I also do encourage you to spend some time, do a little something, you know, have a cocktail hour for your top clients,
Yeah.
if you are around them in person, or have a little getaway where even if it was your top 5 and they got to bring 5, right? So if you have larger marketing budgets, I do think creating memories with people is kind of that next level. But Tina's right. It starts at this level with, you know, sending cards and gifts and things like that. And it seems,
in fact, one of my steps, so I just gave you 3 of my steps. I have 7. But one of my steps is create an amazing VIP experience for your clients. Yeah. And that's where you come in. You know, that's where the real estate agent can create a once a year big, huge Christmas party or holiday party. That's where, you know, the corporate America person can take their whole top salespeople and take them to Mexico, you know?
But also on those things, the important thing there is that if you create those type of things, be sure that you are there and you're fully present with them. Right? When you're sending them that card or that type of thing, you know, they know for sure that you thought about them, right? Whereas if you invite them to a cocktail party and then you're not really there, or you're dealing with the logistics or whatever,
it's hard to get a hold of you, and they're like, where is he? And you don't see him at all unless you go on stage.
Yeah, you have to make yourself available, right, to those people. And that's something I think that you're really great at, Tina, is also making yourself really available to your clients. And let me say, I mean, this, and I think you'll probably agree. If the thought of making yourself available to your clients is exhausting, it's either that client probably isn't a good fit for you. So the client that you're thinking of, where you're like, oh God, if I have to spend another moment on the phone with this person. So it is perfectly okay to fire your clients.
Exactly.
They make you feel that way, right? Because it leaves room on your plate for more of the right people, right? Exactly. If dealing with this one client is it takes up so much bandwidth and so much energy, right? Mm-hmm. And when you let go of that, you open up a spot for somebody who could be more perfect. And I've even reached out to my great clients and said, hey guys, I don't do this very often, but I am looking to take on one new client, and I'll tell them the specifics.
I need somebody just like you.
Yeah, you know exactly. And I tell them,
like you, who when I tell them to do something, they immediately do it. They implement it. When you give them ideas, they take it and implement it. You know, and we work the same way. You and I have like we always did. We met online last year, and we finally met in person. We're like screaming.
But you know how that started though, was Tina walking the walk with the commenting. That is how it started. Tina started commenting on a mutual friend's posts. And so I was commenting on the post, and I was like, who is Tina? I like her. I like the stuff she says. But keep in mind, she was also saying something. It was more than 5 words, right? So what she's telling you to do, she was doing. And because she did that, she and I met. So it totally works. It totally works.
And then what was it? A couple months later, we met in Vegas.
Yep.
We took a selfie and that was the rest. And that was history.
Yeah.
And then
And
we
it was
started
like,
to know each other and we're like, you do this, I do this.
yeah.
We can collaborate.
Right. So because we both, I mean, really, we're both in the retention business, right? I'm a little further down the pipeline for
Down
people,
the road,
right?
yes.
When they have a little bit larger budget, because we're going to take your favorite clients to the beach with you, or to an amazing event, or, you know, or we're going to create an event for those clients. I will say, when you do get to that level, I think it's worth it. So Tina has a platform that she uses to help her to make it easier to send out all these cards and gifts, right? In that same way, I think one place where people do short themselves is they'll try to put together that event all on their own, thinking that they're somehow saving money. But really what it is you're so involved in the operation of it that now you're not showing up for
And
them.
now you're tired. And now you don't want to do anything.
You don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's like hiring an event planner for your wedding. Yeah. Why wouldn't you do that and do it all yourself?
Right, because you don't want to be exhausted and at your wedding and not want to do it. It's the exact same. It's the exact same type of thing. And it's totally worth it. And typically it doesn't even cost you any more money, right? So I definitely recommend that you go with an expert when that happens. But in the same way, you know, I do believe in having experts for all areas of your business, right? I just do. And that was actually one of the big reasons behind creating Badass Women in Business. So Badass Women in Business was created out of a retreat that we did last year. And I thought, gosh, you know, I want to help more female business owners hit that 7-figure mark, right? Because, by the way, guys, it's a shockingly low number.
2%. 2% of women business owners.
Yep.
That we need to change that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm changing that this year.
Yeah, and me too, right? And Badass Women in Business is going to change that. So, you know, I've taken multiple businesses to that 7-figure mark and beyond. So when I found that out, I was like, what? We have to fix this. So the whole idea, though, behind Badass Women in Business was to provide women at any level of business, you know, a platform that they could connect with people that can help them in the next stage, right? So, I mean, still to work with you and I, people have to have clients, right? If you're not at the having client stage, maybe you work with Elizabeth Miner, who helps businesses get up and running and with the foundational stuff, right? If you are growing, I recommend, you know, you work with like Heather Schooler, for example, to mitigate some of your risk, because if you were mom and pop and now you're starting to you're nurturing those clients that you had, like Tina's teaching you, and then you start really getting bigger, you need to start thinking about your risk management from a larger corporation standpoint, right? So it's all about providing these different resources for people, but also just connecting. I mean, you know, Tina, even if, you know, we weren't doing all these fun projects together, and you weren't being on my summit and I wasn't on your summit. I mean, we are still sisters. Like, we're still supporting each other, right? So even
all the time, I can call, and you always need those people in your tribe. You need those people who you can say, hey, I have a problem. You know what? I can help you. Don't worry about it. I can help you. Yep. Those kind of people. And you know what? And I'm so excited too about the Badass Women Boot Camp that is coming up in August in Atlanta, because we're actually going to be able to see each other again.
Yes, I know. I love it. And that's the thing. I mean, and I do think that there's something about that. We've been doing some awesome virtual summits. And what's cool about the virtual summits is we have a larger reach, right? And more people can get this information, because women around the globe need to connect with other global pioneers, right? Other female thought leaders. Right. And, oh, thank you, Griselda. Thanks. I'm so glad you're loving the summit. We love you too.
She's actually one of my coaching clients.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
In fact, a lot of these people are. Roosevelt is one of my coaching clients.
Oh, I love it. Well, you guys are awesome. Tina has an awesome tribe because she's awesome, right? And that is
awesome tribe for the awesome person.
Yeah. And you know, in finding your tribe is honestly a huge part of success, really, truly. You know, with men, a lot of professional men, it's so much easier because first of all, there are so many more of them, right? So when you look at the executive level of companies, right, it is still mostly male. When you look at business owners, it is still mostly male, right? And if you, especially in that executive level, those guys, they have so many peers, and like they go have beers with the guys, and they talk business though, they go golfing and they talk business while they're golfing. Women
yeah, we don't do that.
We don't really do that.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, Jenny's husband, Jenny knows my personal stuff going on.
Yeah.
I know her personal stuff going on. Angel knows what I do, and she knows where I live, and she knows my birth. Like, we get a little bit more personal, right? How's going on with you? Oh, well, I thought we were gonna, get on, a business call. Well, we are, but how is this going on with you? Yeah. How are you feeling for this?
Exactly. And it's okay that women do things differently. Oh, Erica, I'm so glad you're enjoying the summit. But thanks for saying that. It's okay that women do things differently, but because we do things differently, we need even more support, right? We need to have that tribe to help us reach that next level. Even if it's not coaches, even if you're not, maybe, you're not doing coaching right now, still getting involved, like get on our Facebook page, join our mastermind, and if you guys can, join the boot camp. Tina's going to be there. And Tina, tell us a little bit more about what you're actually doing at the boot camp, because I'm really excited.
I'm so excited too, because so I've been honored to get the whole VIP day on Sunday.
Yes.
You just have Tina Torres and Tandra, right?
Yes, Tandra Price. These ladies are networking gurus.
Right? And it's part of I'm from Atlanta. So we're going to go back to hot Atlanta in August. So it's going to be very hot in Atlanta in August, let me tell you.
Inside, guys. We're inside.
We're inside. But the whole 2-day event is going to be amazing. But that VIP day is going to be extraordinary, because we are going to teach you how to work a room like a rock star without giving your business card to everyone in the room. I'm going to go through a process to help you build a relationship within 2 minutes. To build the KOT factor within 2 minutes.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Because I do think that that's such a missing piece of networking, right? Is how do you build that know, like, and trust factor, that KOT factor? How do you build it in 2 minutes? Because honestly, I ain't got time. Like, you know what I mean? I do need to move on and work the room, right? If I am, and that is such a major game changer. So yeah, I'm super excited to have you present that at the boot camp. The boot camp will also have, we're going to have over 20 speakers over the course of 3 days. We're going to do coaching work. We're going to have blocks of time where you guys can go and get mini coaching sessions to really push your business forward. We are going to party together, because here's the other thing. Look at this hair, y'all. Look at Tina's background. Okay, we like to have fun.
We are the party girls. And if you guys,
party girls.
She always says Tina Torres is the party girl, and look at them. I am the party girl.
That's right. So, we are here to have fun.
Yes.
And we mean serious business.
It is all about fun, but we bring a little bit of business into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Teaching business and all the stuff that we teach, fun, right?
That's right.
All of my coaching clients, I'm like, listen, I'm a fun person. I'm not going to change for nobody. I'm not going to be the serious coach. But I'm going to tell you what you need to do.
Right.
Right. Yep. What I'm going to be the fun one to show you how to do it.
That's right. And then we have, like, when we all get together, like, because there's a bunch, I think our whole tribe really just loves to have fun, right? Like, when I think about Kimberly is like, she's like, if it's not fun, I'm not doing it, right? When I think about Kimberly, when I think about, you, when I think about
Angel and Michelle, when all of us get together, there is, you might want to just make sure you have somebody that you can call.
Yeah. because we are going to have an absolute blast. And, you know, the other piece is really just that, you know, even though we love to have fun, you know, all of us, I mean, I can't think of any of us that haven't been in business like at least 10 to 15 years. I've been in business basically 20 years. Wendy Labatt, who's in our tribe, has been in business 38 years, right? You've been in business 13 years, right? I mean, so these are also ladies that have a track record, right? That have been there, that have gone before. We also have a bunch of amazing ladies who are executive coaches and who have been high-powered executives in their day.
So we also have our own stories. You know, we're going to get real at the boot camp. We're going to get authentic at the boot camp. We're going to share our stories and how we overcame them and how we are still building the business that we have today.
Yep, absolutely.
Definitely need to be there because you're going to get those one-on-one coaching sessions. You're going to be able to come to the VIP event with no other than Tina Torres.
That's right. Now, Tina, you have, so I know that you had a free giveaway, right?
I do. I have a little freebie.
Okay, cool. Let's share your freebie with everybody.
So if you want me to give the text opt-in?
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, give them the text.
So you can text the word connection to 26786 to receive your 7 ways to increase your cash flow right now. 7 ways to increase your cash flow. Text the word connection to 26786. And is it okay if I give them a little free thing?
Sure.
So I have and host a weekly webinar called Turning Connections into Cash Flow. It's an hour long, and I'm going to give it to all of your viewers and your audience members for free.
I love it. Yes, that is awesome. Please, please, please do that. So thank you for that. So you guys can connect with Tina in the chat bot.
The number is 26786.
Oh, sorry, 26786. Sorry. I typed it in there wrong. Text. And I use the same, like.
I know, and I'm just like, how come she doesn't know the number?
And I actually corrected it, like I corrected it multiple times. So you guys can connect. If you guys want to be a part of the webinar, please go to the chatbot. That's bwbchatbot.com. And Tina can, that'll send Tina an email. So when you go to the chatbot, that'll send Tina an email. Let her know that you want to be on that webinar next week that she's offering for free, because she is a rock star. And thank you so much for everything that you've given to our participants today.
Thank you for allowing me to be on your summit. I can't wait for you to be on our summit at the end of the month.
That's right.
Please, please, please register for the boot camp because you're going to see all of these amazing coaches, all these amazing speakers who are going to help you take your business to the next level, help you work a room like a rock star, build relationships that matter, turn those connections into cash flow, all of those amazing things that you need to do with your business.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sandra, I saw your question about international callers for the text number. Just go ahead and go over to the chat bot and we'll make sure that you get that free downloadable. Just let them know in the chat bot that you need the downloadable. That's bwbchatbot.com. Ladies, I have had such a blast with you guys. Also, an email just went out. We are having a pajama jam mixer tonight. We're actually going to promote everybody to presenters so that they can actually talk and mingle, so you guys can actually talk with some of the ladies that you've only seen in here in the chat. Some of our presenters will be there, so please join us tonight for our pajama jam. And we do have another speaker coming up at the top of the hour. I am personally going to be interviewing Sal Harper, who is going to go over overcoming betrayal, which I'm very excited about. Sal is a rock star woman.
And let me tell you, she is an up and comer. You have to watch her event, her talk, because it is an amazing talk. Things that we don't talk about as women, but 90% of us have gone through it, right? One time or another.
Yep,
definitely stay tuned for her talk.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Jenny. I love you.
Thank you. It was so much fun having you guys here. Thanks to everybody who joined us. And we love you guys, and we'll see you at the next talk.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for that fantastic presentation. We are here at the Badass Women in Business Web Summit, where our mission is to connect you with experts in all aspects of business. Our goal is to help you elevate your business to new heights. You can connect with the speakers and the rest of the tribe by going to bwbchatbot.com. That's bwbchatbot.com. Be sure to join us at the top of the hour for our next expert.